Do you remember in last 3 to 6 months, Canadian students were suffering in Canada, and they were they were receiving letter from IRCC that you have to go to back to home country, and if you will change college and just give us your result and your attendance. And Mark Miller was also giving very harsh statement regarding Indian students. Earlier, I was also thinking that this rule is for all nationalities and not for Indians only. But a lot of social medias were making lies. No, they are putting more pressure on Canadian students and Canadian skilled workers. And now the story is leaked. The story is leaked that Canada was putting extra capping on Indian students just because of political fight with Indian government. It's quite unfair and injustice now, because now the diplomat of Indians with 6 members are deported back to India from Canada. And even Justin spoke in his interview that Indians are using their agents in Canada, and they murdered one Sikh individual, which is a Canadian citizen. So he is told that we will not be a killing of any Canadian citizen on Canadian soil, and our investigations are showing that Indian ambassadors, Indian diplomats were involved in that incident. But now I am little scared that why Indian students are becoming victimized in this scenario. If that's the sin of the government, the students are students. They are just going to the Canada for getting education for their bright future. And students do not belong to one country, they belong to all world, and most of the students are working in other countries. If you just compare the Australian students, they after study work in Australia, and they empower the economy of Australia. Similarly, the students entering to the United States, they are increasing the GDP ratio of USA. UK students are not coming back. Canadian maximum number of the students are now Canadian nationals, and definitely they are working in top companies. They are doctors, they are engineers. I think putting blame on the students and the skilled workers who may be the future permanent resident holder of Canada, because Canadian nationality never mean they were born in Canada. 90% Canadian nationality holders, technically they were foreign workers and they were foreign students. They entered Canada, they get the education and they got skills, they got work permits, and they fulfilled all requirements. After that, they got the permanent residency of Canada. I think now things are clear. They are blaming more Indian just because of the government. I think it's looked unfair, injustice to innocent students of Canada who just went to Canada to get the higher education. Thank you very much.